Welcome to Spyder. For this video, I'm going to show y'all how I make thumbnails. I have gotten many questions about how I edit, what I use to edit, etc. I decided to just make a little series out of it, just to clear up a bunch of questions. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to say right now is that I use KineMaster to edit. I don't know how many times I've said it, but yes, KineMaster is probably the best editing tool you can use. One of the best. I know there's some other pretty good ones, but KineMaster is just, I really like it. It's really simple to use once you get the hang of it. Now I will say that there is a premium yearly purchase that I have purchased, and it's pretty good. Now, one thing that it does is remove the watermark that you would see at the top right corner, and it also gives you a lot of extra bonuses. No, I was not sponsored by KineMaster to advertise this, but since people keep asking about what I used to edit, I'm gonna end up advertising KineMaster. Yay! I would also like to mention that I not only use KineMaster, but I use this background eraser tool, and I'm going to show y'all what I use that for very soon. But first, let's open up KineMaster and start there. Alright, so you can see all the projects I've made. You don't necessarily have to make this many, and I just decided not to be organized. I'll probably go through and delete all the older ones I don't need, but that's for another time. So in order to make a new project, you just tap this button over here on the left. Alright, there's to select the aspect ratio of the project. Now, if you're going to make a video, like a YouTube video, as you can see, the very first option on the left, it has a YouTube symbol, so you would tap that. Alright, there we go. We got everything opened up, and it seems like we are ready to go. So, I would start off with the template, but I honestly don't want to. I'm just going to completely make a fresh template just for this tutorial. So first off, we need a completely black screen. Oh, but Spyder, how do I get a completely black screen? Well, all you gotta do is get your camera and take a picture of the ground. But like, put your camera against the ground. There. You get a completely black picture. There you go. Use that as a background. Alright, so I got my completely black picture up in this little hub thing over here. Now, one thing I'm gonna do to get all the colors in, I'll tap layer right here, and now you see handwriting down below, so I'm going to tap that. Alright, so my pen is set and my color is already set for blue. Now if you want to change the color, just tap the colored square, and it shows a wide variety of assortment of colors. You might, I have the premium version, so maybe if you don't have the premium version, this will be more limited, but I have no idea. And then of course they have this color wheel, which is really cool. And they have this, whatever that is. I do not know what that is. I'll learn about that later. And then you can tap this pen right here, and it'll change the brush. So what I have set for now is what I'm going to use. It's just something like this. More of like a marker. But I can actually change that if I tap this little thing over here. This one seems more of an actual brush. It goes like this. It's very cool. Then you have this where it actually spawns arrows. Yeah, that's very cool. I barely use that, but I will use it more often than I actually think about it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the pen. You know what? How about I draw a little spider web? I just like doing this. Alright, let's keep going. Draw all the lines. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to make it perfect. You don't even have to do this, but you know, I'm just doing it for this particular thumbnail. Okay, now, I could actually hit this check mark up here and be done with that, and now make another handwriting layer to separate them. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm actually going to brighten the blue, make it more teal-ish, change the marker to this brush. And oh, I forgot to mention, there is an eraser right here. And there's also just size thing. You can make, I don't know, basically increase the size of the paint. So you can do this, make it huge, or decrease the size and make it super tiny. Yeah, basically like that. And there's an undo button on the left, right over here. And I'm going to tap that twice to get rid of all that. And draw what I'm actually going to draw. So I'm going to need the brush to be pretty big. Not gigantic, but... Okay, now I'm actually going to drag this along the side. Of course, it's not actually that much perfect. But like I said before, I'm really just doing this just because. I think that's nice. Now, I don't want to overshadow the first layer. I could have drawn the first layer second. But you know what? I'm going to just do this. I can go over here. Hit alpha right here. And then dim this down. Look at that. You can dim it almost completely gone. I don't know what's the point of doing that, considering that you don't have to write it or draw anything. Or you can turn it up. I think this is nice right here. Let's put it yeah, 60% or 61. Yeah, I think that's nice. Now go ahead and hit this check mark up here. And voila, we got that. Now, I'm honestly ready to add several extra images into this. So yes, with the same layer button, you can add extra images in here. So I'm gonna tap media up here. And let's see. You know what, let's go ahead and slap in Terry from up here. Let's go ahead and put Terry here. I wonder where I can put him. Probably in the middle, but maybe lower him. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. I think that's nice. Yes, you see this red line that shows up here? That actually helps you center the image. And if you want to put in the very middle, let's see how it shows up. I'm gonna shrink this. Will it actually show up with this guy? Yeah. Boom. You see, there's now two red lines, one going vertically and one going horizontally. It's very cool. But in this case, I'm gonna increase the size of Terry, and all you gotta do to increase the size is put both of your fingers on it and then drag it up, or separate your fingers, really, and there y'all go. How do I actually get Terry without a background in the first place? That's what the background eraser is for. There's one specific background eraser I use. Man, it got 100 million downloads. At first it was 50 million. A lot of people love this thing, and so do I. It is developed by Handy Closet Inc. It's very, and I mean very good, so I will go ahead and download that. Although it's not available on Apple devices, I don't believe. Time Master is available on Apple and Android, but background eraser is only for Android. There are other good background erasers on Apple, I'm sure, but in this case, I'm using the one from Handy Closet because it's the best one for Android, in my opinion. The first thing you see when you open it up is just the hub. So what I do to actually get Terry in there how I did, I'm going to hit load a photo. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and tap him. Boom, there we go. All I did was look him up on Google, find the website where I can just get a clear picture like that, and just take a screenshot. Very simple. And now with these little markers here, I can actually drag this down and drag this one at the bottom up to make this square more focused on Terry and cut out all the extra background, like the search bar and everything. So I can cut all that out. And now hit done at the top right. Okay, there we go. Now we're on the eraser. We could manually erase places. You can increase the size down here with this blue bar, or decrease the size. So you could do it like this. If you really wanted to do this, it's fine, although it takes longer. But in this case, oh yes, there is an undo button and a redo button down here. In this case, however, I'm gonna hit the auto button down here, and do I show it a similar color? Yeah, it's set for 25. It manually sets itself to 25 every time, but you can easily change that. What this does is increase or decrease how much it actually erases. And I'm gonna leave it on 25 for now. Boom. It's gone just like that. I'm gonna undo it. All you gotta do really, just drag this reciprocal anywhere you want. Like I can drag it on his arm and then just erase part of his arm, but of course I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna aim this out the background and boom, it's gone. Pretty cool, isn't it? Now, the thing about Terry is that he has a lot of hair, and as you can see, in order to zoom in, put 2 fingers on it and then just drag up like that, or just separate them, really. Alright, you see there's still some of the background behind him. I can aim this here and remove that as well. So, there, problem solved. That's how I get all these Smash Bros characters and stuff in here. As clear as possible, anyway. I think Terry is pretty finished, so I hit done up here at the top right. And then hit save. Voila, I am finished. Very cool, very cool. Now let's get back to the actual picture. You can do the same for multiple items, or multiple pictures really. Some pictures might be harder to cut out than others, depending on what background they have. But in this case, it was very easy, because the background was just one solid color. At the Kind Master headquarters. Okay, let's add some more layers. How about we add, edit out Beyblade. So let's go to the eraser folder. Okay, let's hit, I edit out a lot of stuff. You can see dual Shreks for some reason. You know what? Let's go ahead and edit in a Demise Devilos picture that I've messed around with. We don't want it to overshadow Terry, so let's keep it small and just place it somewhere up here. In order to move this around, just press and hold it and then just drag it around. It's pretty cool. Increase the size. Oh, you can either use 2 fingers or just drag this, and you can also rotate it with this light marker up here. So that's pretty cool. But I'm gonna leave it right side up and put it up here. Let's increase its size just a little bit. And there we go. I think that's nice. Somewhere around there. Yeah, that's nice. Now, let's put in another one. We have a Speedstorm Bay in there. Let's get this Pro Series Chozy Valtrek in here. Let's see. Maybe I have to decrease the size of Terry. I probably will. Let's go ahead and decrease him a little bit. Alright, sorry Terry. You're still awesome. There we go. That looks pretty nice. Now, how do I add text in? Well, once again, you tap layer and then you hit text. It's just right there. Very simple. Now it's going to prompt you to actually type something in, because you can't have text if you didn't type anything in. Alright, let's see what to type in. Maybe... let's put this, where should I sit this though? Should I sit this in the middle? Actually, I'm gonna sit this under Chozy Valtrek. Now, I'm gonna make another text for the thumbnail of this video itself. And we get another text, and once again, you can increase the size and rotate it. I'll leave it like this. And I want to show you something really cool. You can actually change the font of the text. So I can tap this button right here with the lowercase and uppercase A. And boom, you get a bunch of different fonts to use. Very cool. I believe if you buy the premium version, you get more. I have the premium, so I don't have to worry about what I can and cannot do on here as much. So let's see. I have the Latin ones. League of... is it League Script? What is that? Let me try this. I guess I'll hit the check mark up here. Man, no. That looks weird. Let's see. How about we just keep it Orbiton Medium. That looks cool. There we go. And you can also change the color of the text by tapping that square up here. What should I make it? How about yellow? Why not just slap in yellow? There we go. That looks okay. Also, if you want to, you can add an outline to it. Like, just enable the outline. Right now, it's default to black. You can see a slight difference if you pay attention. It makes it more evident, really. So I'm gonna leave it as it is. I think that's fine. Although you can change the color to green. That looks very bad in my opinion. You can put it on white. That looks too bright. Purple. And that looks okay. Actually, that looks okay. I'm just gonna leave it in black and then hit the check mark up here again. And voila, we get this. Now, I could change the font of this, but I'm not going to. Also, you could, if you seriously want to, you could actually dim this as well. It's the alpha button. It has dim it all the way down, although I find that pointless, or just turn it all the way up. Leave it the same. And this could leave it the same for now. Oh, and you can also add a glow effect. You can enable that. Alright, now the glow is yellow and it's not really that evident, but you can use these bars to spread it around. Boom, now it's very evident, but I don't like the glow that much, so I'm gonna leave that off. And I believe, oh no, I just opened up a whole new text prompt. There's in and out animations, but we're not getting into that today. And there's blending animations, which is basically alpha, but more different. It's just different. Yeah, they have all these little effects. There's overlay, there's screen, there's a soft light, hard light, which is almost normal. Yeah, it's very cool overall. Alright, that's all I'm gonna do. I think this thumbnail is pretty nice. Now, in order to save it, tap this button right here, and then hit capture and save. There we go. We are now finished with the thumbnail. I think that looks pretty cool. I forgot to mention, if you want to delete something, just tap whatever prompt you want to delete and tap that trash can you see on the left. Boom. There it goes. Now that trick is gone, but I'm gonna hit the undo button and bring it back because I actually want it here. Thank y'all for watching. I believe this should help a lot of people who are getting used to High Master, and I hope this answers a bunch of questions. I will indeed make a video on how I edit videos, so stay tuned for that. And keep blading and editing.